Yo, 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 what is up, Bueller Gang? What's going on, everybody? Good morning, Mighty One. Good morning, Justin, Mel, King Carnage, Jacko, Matty Ice, Fake Mojo, VC, CM Trades, SK, Ryan, Carter, Eric, E, React, Mikey, B, Ferg. Good morning, each and every one of you. This morning, we've got a higher open. We've got a push into 505. We are currently rejecting 505. Right now, you are bullish as fuck, basically. But you want to see 503.50 hold, okay? You want to see this continue to hold. So far, so good. So far, so good. If they push over 505, you're still super bullish. But basically, any loss of this area can be potentially fatal. I'm not going to say it will be, but it can be potentially. Because if it drops down from here and hits this area and doesn't hold, there's a good chance we don't just break 501. There's a good chance we go under 500 again. So keep that in mind in case we do dip back lower later on today. But we're super bullish right now, so we're not going to change that sentiment or anything right now. But SPY's killing it. Qs are also up kind of an insane amount. They're just under 437. They're not at all-time high yet, like SPY. They're under 439, whereas SPY made a new all-time high. Yeah, 505.40. So just making that clear, too, that yes, both are up, but SPY is at a new all-time high, and there's SPY pushing a new high, actually, right now, almost. See if they get a new close or not. But that is our main game plan. I was gonna read the game plan I posted before market open, but that doesn't seem to matter. We're looking for buyers. Moves over 505 or hold at 503.50. Dips to 501, 502 can be held with buying pressure, like higher lows and bullish candlesticks. Sellers are going to be looking for breaks under 503.50 or the loss of 501s. Rejections of 505 or 503.50 with lower highs or bearish candlesticks for more seller pressure. So right now you're just at a standstill because we're looking to see, does this break 505? Are you still bullish and holding calls that hold 503.50? So there's only a couple scenarios for you right here. I also posted AMD, but that one seems to just kind of, be killing it with NVIDIA. And Tesla. Looking for Tesla over 195.25. I also like puts under 191.30s. That is the couple game plans we got here right at the open. If you guys have any questions or any game plans you want to post here, let me know. I'd like to read it out. If you guys have any updates, also feel free to share. But yeah, good morning. That's my spiel for the morning. Just reminding chat we're here. Good morning, React, Mikey B. Ferg, Green Candlestick, The Fool, Randy Z, Kim Trades, good morning. The Cheese Fry guy is here. Good morning, Simple. Crushed it on AMD early. Good stuff, B. Ferg. Good morning, D-Touch. Mel said looking for 5,000. He's talking about 5,000 on SPX. Oh, you're looking for it to fall. Okay. Yeah, so for you, for that to happen, you need a lot to happen. You need the old all-time high to break. You need today's open to break. So this is really your big damage areas right here. You need these to break for your play to show up. But right now, we just have a new all-time high, slightly holding as an inside candle right now. We'll see if this rejects. Does this come down? Does this continue like it most likely will? We'll see. As this should continue up based on what we've seen this morning, but if everything was to slow down at the same time, that could definitely bring some things down short term. So we'll see. I'm not going to throw it out there and say it can't happen. Aloha, SF. How you doing this morning? Also, a little just, kind of at a standstill with the markets converging on each other. Like right now, you have a positive dollar market, and then you have a slightly positive 10-year bond, which, yeah, it's not really leaving anything. It actually looks bearish now for short term. But if it was to push over that, that would be bearish pressure on the equity market, and just like the dollar. So almost everything is showing a green sign today, even if it is ever so slightly. So I also wanted to add that is that almost every market is up today. It's not just equities, so this is a little weird. So I wouldn't be surprised if the dollar fell or the bonds fell or if SPY decided to pull back short term, but just keeping that kind of in the back of my mind because those aren't supposed to be doing the same thing every single day. And they have been going up a lot recently together, which means a lot of markets are just kind of converging on each other. Could see some rotation soon. Watching Ulta. That is a good one to watch. I was actually curious, how is UPS doing? Not doing much. Ulta, though, that was definitely probably swing trade of the year so far. I wish I had held it better myself. But you did pretty good on it, SF. Because it was pretty much these 3 days. It was like, alright guys, we need to be looking to buy. Like, as long as you didn't, like, mess that up for yourself, you made it to the zone. But, yeah, that was a nice one. Moderna's up, too. I don't know if y'all were watching from Alexis Santana's point of view, but he was talking about how he likes this chart a lot. Now it's up against the next area. I don't like all-time highs. They're so difficult to know where everything is going to go. You don't need to know where things are going to go. You need to have parameters set. Price anywhere on the chart shouldn't scare you. Shouldn't, be difficult. It should be not. I'm not gonna say easy, but it should be smooth. You should have a system to things. It doesn't matter if we're at all-time highs or all-time lows. You should have a pretty good grip on what's around current price and what you want to try to trade off of. That's really what the focus is. Because really, you had like bulls open, right? They dropped down. It's like, all right, oh god, we're gonna fall to the floor. We just fell under 503.50, and then within 10 minutes they took it back over again. In the next 5 minutes they took today's open. So basically, from right here, on this candle, is where bulls have control. 504. So it's just knowing, like, okay, well, I feel like we have a lot more bullish control as long as we hold that, and then vice versa. If we lose that, I feel like we have a lot more bearish control short term. Again, all this is intraday. We're just talking about today's price action. So it's all about having a set system in place. And if you feel hesitant or you're scared, you just haven't reviewed enough or consistently back tested your own system enough, and that's okay too. It's another thing that's going to take time. I wouldn't sit there and beat yourself up though. Because all-time highs can be a little awkward. I'll say that. I'm not going to say difficult, but I'll say awkward. And it's because not a lot of people have a system for it. I remember that was one of the first things I added onto my system back in the day because we started making new all-time highs on SPY before the COVID market happened. And a big thing that was part of my strategy was just, again, psychological levels. You can also use fib extensions. That's another great thing Leland has added into the arsenal. But just psych levels, even by itself. Look how well 505 is reacting I just added that level randomly because it's a psychological level. 505, 510, 50750, 515, 51250. These are all psychological numbers above our all-time high. So of course they're going to be useful. People think like this. When we get to a whole number, do you think people are going to keep buying? No, it's going to get some short-term slowdown. So if it does get some buying over it, we know it's going to most likely reach the next psychological level. But yeah, everything needs to be in place. Need to have a system in place. And right now, after, what is that, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, almost 40 minutes straight, we have traded under 505. We are still battling 505. Bulls are having a tough time getting any higher than this. But let's be honest, we are up 1.5%, so do they really need to go right here, right now? No. But can they? Yes. But yeah, SPY's up 1.5%. 1.5%. You got QQQ up 2.25%. SPX 1.5%. IWM is barely up 0.25%. Apple hasn't budged. Microsoft has moved a lot. A lot of the big movement is from your semiconductors. Amazon's got great movement. Meta's got some great movement. Google, and that's really about it from some of your top weights. A lot of everything else is either flat or even red. So we just need to see what's coming next, but should still be bullish short term until we see something else push us around the other way. A loss of today's open, a loss of today's low. Again, setting parameters beforehand. Do you guys understand that? Setting a parameter beforehand? Setting a condition for yourself? That's how you trade. That's what I mean when I say limit yourself. Like, limit yourself to what you know. You're not going to put on Bollinger Bands and go, oh, like, I would totally take calls off this. It's bouncing off the bottom Bollinger Band. No, why would you do that? You don't practice Bollinger Bands. So why would you do that? You wouldn't. So practice what you know, and live trade or mentally trade what you know. Don't go into this thinking like, oh, I'm just going to randomly buy or sell. Nvidia's doing okay, I guess. Almost 15% on the day is pretty nuts. What I say is crazy is that not only was it because like of the after hours, but also in the open market session. Like, they pretty much hit all-time high thanks to their earnings. And then they open over it today and get a nice move up to 780. This is exactly what I'm talking about with psychological levels. They held over 746, 750 area. What's the next big number that pops in your head? 800, 775. These are the next 2 quarters of the dollar, right? You got 750, you got 775, you got 800, right? So we're 775. That's the thing they're struggling with right now. But $20 away from 800, that's nuts. You know, to theorize it is one thing. To actually trade it and take advantage of that is another. Still no movement beyond 505. Still just kind of watching a market that opened a lot higher than usual and is holding its gains for the most part. So there's nothing to really fear yet for bulls. They're holding a good chunk of their gains, and some of the ones that were holding the gains for the market have gone up more. So that's a good sign for bulls. All right, let's bring D-Touch in here. D-Touch, can you call me so it doesn't do the thing? Call me on DMs. Don't bother the group chat. Wait, where is your name? Oh, it wasn't the group chat that we talked. Oh, he called me. Never mind. I was gonna message him. Yo, what is going on, D-Touch?
Hello?
How you doing, man?
Oh, good. How are you? Let me mute the. Um,
Yeah, you don't want to hear me twice.
yeah, I did. I'm like, whoa, what's going on?
Dear
Yep,
God, you have
I'm
to hear
here.
me
Good
more than
morning.
once.
Good morning, everybody.
Welcome to Glizzy Gladiator, everybody. He's the staple of our economy.
It's a funny nickname. I'm not gonna lie.
Did you hear the breakdown I did yesterday?
Yeah, I did. I went back on stream. I seen Leland messaged me, and then I got a text, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? Costco hot dog.
Has my account been hacked or did someone change my profile?
That was pretty funny. That's a good one. But yeah, thank you. That is a compliment. Costco
There's,
is the everything in the world, and it's like the hot dog, the inflation, and all that, and it still doesn't budge, and it's making all-time highs. So I take that as a compliment.
oh, dude, it is a compliment because you're a staple of our community. God, I can't speak. I'm so nervous talking to T-Touch. No, you're like a staple of our group, man, because like you just don't budge.
It's just at least that's on the outside. Everybody has their phase and whatnot. So I try to, keep my composure, learning from you, and seeing how everybody's talking to me. This day, hey, you're doing a great job. People like you, like I'm over here, like, hey, man, I'm a regular guy. I'm just trying to do better for myself. You know.
Mm-hmm. No, I feel
So
that.
with that being said, looking like Spy wants to break that new high a day. Triple Q not too far behind.
Look at him update, guys. He's already vetted for it. Dude, I gotta change my time axis if I have to adjust my chart one more time. Come on, pop that new high. Give my chat something exciting. We're just about 10 cents away. Less than 10 cents.
It's a nice base rally base. I was talking to Green Candlestick earlier, and we were talking about the order of operations, how buyers have momentum from that NVIDIA earnings, and then even with the PMI, we're still pushing, which is, this thing is giving me a vibe that it could potentially run all day. It's just going to take its sweet time.
Yeah, why does it feel like the rest of the week's about to just take us to 510 and beyond? It definitely does feel like that.
Yeah.
I saw a
And
lot of
oddly,
people flipping short too, and then of course we gap up this amount overnight.
yeah, a lot of straps. I'm looking at this as a liquidity, where the market is just slowly dying. The tech was showing more weakness compared to SPY, as SPY was being held up by cyclicals and the other sectors of the market. And, I think this was the catalyst that shot it up. And currently, I have fibs for SPY. I marked the previous day close, the current day's open. And if everybody's paid attention to what Leland has talking about recently with the negative fib extension, Bueller just said 510, and if you mark your fib with a negative 100% fib, it brings us right to 510.80. Coincidence? No, I think it's just luck.
Oh my God, Leland. Where are you at? Nice looking daily counts. I need to review this. If you guys have any updates on something you're looking at or the overall market, please let us know. For the most part, me and D-Touch are looking at the overall market and its weights, like SPY and Triple Q, IWM, SPX, stuff like that, and then the individual equities that make up those. Oh, new all-time high. New all-time high. Finally. 505.44. Even if it was by 2 cents, 1 cent. Okay, we got 5 cents above all-time high now. All right, send it to 507.50. My people are bored. Give them some pump. Give the people what they want. Or do we not want that? Apple needs to join the party. I agree. Apple has not budged an inch. But they are holding a good base here of the low of day. So let's see how they react if they do pump back up to today's open. Are you off today, D-Touch? Is that why I'm assuming you're off being here today?
No, I work second shift.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's also cool.
Yeah, it's just usually sometimes I have daddy duties and everything else to do in between.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I end my day early. Some days I don't. Today, you've been asking for a while to get me on stream, so.
Yeah, I always like having you D-Touch, you Daffy and Leland. Just because y'all are like my core, y'all are my go-to.
Yeah.
If I'm ever freaking out, if I'm ever freaking out or reviewing my own trades, like I'm going to one of you three. Like it's never to any like y'all are the trading guys I go to.
You hear any background noise on my end?
No, you sound great.
Okay.
Daffy was worried about that. Daffy was worried about that too, but Discord has its own like audio features, so like it kind of blocks a lot of stuff just default. So shouldn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I called Green Candlestick earlier just to get my audio on my end, make sure it's nice and good.
Mm-hmm. Coin been on a pump. Oh, my bad, B Ferg. I just saw your comment. I'm looking at coin now. Wow, look where it jumped from too. We have a zone here. Yep, 161.70. So back when we talked about this, I forgot who it was. One of you in here. I don't know if it was you, B Ferg, or not, or who else it was, but someone in here was talking to me about coin, and we talked about the short-term possibilities. And then since then, I've re-cleaned my chart and edited it again to just have zones again. But from there, it was from this area, I believe. I think they had one nice move from that conversation, a good dip that didn't really break anything. It just kind of held 116.30, 120 area. And then from there, we had our massive move into earnings. And then, of course, now we're after earnings and holding a good retest move to the upside. I'd just like to see that good levels holding good price action. Right now, you have a bullish kicker holding 161.70. That's a very strong bullish sign, So in the future, knowing that, if this breaks, it can fade. If it doesn't, we can look for good moves over 172.80s. So you just have good short-term confirmations now. But yeah, coin has been killing it. Kind of under everyone's radar too. I would say this move especially has gone over under a lot of people's radars just because it was right before earnings. IV was going through the roof. I'm sure it was. I didn't check myself, but I'm sure it was rising to some extent. And just pretty much making it to the recent highs again. And also, I think they're making this not so obvious. So if they do continue to go up, I believe the reason they made this so ugly is for that reason. Because this makes people who look at price action the right way not want to touch this chart. So they're keeping people off this screen. So I would focus coin even more so just because of that. A good call out, B-Ferg. They are on the up right now. I want all-time high triple Qs. Oh yeah, that needs to happen soon too. They're so damn close. Good morning to you, Adam. Jack said, can't wait for May time. I get Fridays off all summer. I want to come on stream. I'm gonna make sure I don't stream every Friday in May. Nah, I'm kidding. We'll have to bring you on, Jack. Talk about some swing trading or something. Go over some bigger time frame charts. Just go over whatever we feel like.
Over some bullish momentum. Jack has been killing it with his methods and reasons as to why he's remaining bullish. And Bueller was talking about earlier that some people flipped to shorts and they all got clapped. And then Jack remained. He was consistent. He was disciplined with his method, which it's kind of what everybody has to really build off of. If you don't trust your own TA, then that's the reason why you're losing.
Yeah,
I was telling but
I was gonna say my boy's a perma bull. That's why.
Yeah, yeah, he is, and he has reasons too. He has everything to back it up.
He does. Now, actually, it's actually a while ago now, but I actually had to get on to Jack about like, not thinking about the whole bearish side of things as much, like in terms of like, oh, I have to be bearish or I have to catch these plays. Like, no, I mean you just need to have some uniform TA, right? Be neutral. Be Sweden. Be Sweden. Seriously, like, stand to the side and look at it and go, all right, do bulls have this or do bears have this? And look at it, what do they want, And that's what Jack's really good at now and even if he is more biased bull, he now has that ability to take plays to the downside just because he's not letting that psychological barrier stand above him and tell him, you suck at puts, you're only good at calls. Like, that is such a bullshit mindset thing. And he's gotten over that pretty big, so he called out a lot of plays too to the downside before everything started turning super bullish, so that kind of cheered me up a lot too. But I know he'll kill it in a bull market. It was just the other stuff we had to work on. So that's a good thing, because we're kind of always like in a bull market for the most part. Market's in an uptrend last time I checked.
Stonks only goes up.
Understanding your bias is key. Yeah, I mean, you could. That's why I try to tell people in here, like, you could. I'm gonna say this in a very vague way. Like, you can be biased, but don't be unaware. You could be bullish, you could be bearish, you could be more bullish than you are bearish, you could be more bearish than you are bullish. I get that. I think all of us are to an extent hidden deep down, but at the same time, let's not blind ourselves from the other side of the ball. If I'm breaking today's open, that's bearish. If I'm breaking today's low, that's bearish. That's not anything telling me bulls are in control. So let's just give ourselves good, accurate signs, distinct signs. It's not going to be like, oh, I guess it's bullish here. No, is it or is it not? It is or it isn't. There isn't any in between. And if you're hesitating, you don't need to really be touching it then, do you? Since you don't have a beat on it. SPY's struggling ever since popping over 505, but new all-time high is 505.70. Now, will they hold this as a higher low? Do they break this and hold this again? Do they break all of this and test today's open? Do they just hold this and pump? There's a couple scenarios in front of us here. Well said. You still need lots of confirmation. You still need confirmation from your signs. Exactly. You're just. I don't want to make it seem like it's gambling, but it is in a way. You're just stacking odds in your favor, right? So if we're bullish, right, and we have a higher open, check that. That's bullish. Awesome. We lost it. Bearish. We took it again. Bullish. So it's like just. That's 2 out of 3 things telling me I'm more bullish than I am bearish, and one of them got invalidated that was bearish, so it's really like 2-0. So it's just kind of like keeping score in your head of like what signs do you have on what side, who has more of what, where do we have control, where's price, what's around price, and then go off of that. Like if I'm in calls right here and I see this break and I see this break, I'm not going to keep holding calls now, am I? No, because I know that a test of today's open or this area or even today's low is even more possible than if we were still holding above this level. The probabilities have changed. Mr. Green equals bigger legend.
You checked Bowen yet, Bueller?
No, I've kind of just been eyes off it, honestly. Let me go check. Oh, I'm gonna be... Huh! That's what I get for not paying attention. Oh, we're flat. I'm flat right now.
Yeah, and I sold mine.
I don't blame you though. You had
Yeah.
you had next week's though, so it's like, I mean, if this doesn't
Yeah.
go down, like you were losing 90% of that if it kept going. I saw why you did it. It was good.
You
Yeah,
So
with those later ones, I've been trying not to check them as much. My bad though. My bad.
no, that's good. No reason to say my bad. You and I, we watch this thing all the time. So, reason why I cut mine is because the video that Leland shared that he created, the strike video, that really set the tone in my head because I've seen this before. I've seen this before where I would enter a trade and I have time, right? I have plenty of time, so what do? I hold it. I hold and I hold and I hold. And then I hope. Then all of a sudden, the loss that I already sustained becomes worse. And as it starts to recover, the value doesn't even move, and then it just ends up being a bigger loss than what it should have been. So, to me, if I'm already taking a big loss from it, I will just cut it. So I was down like 40%. Like, yeah, no, I really don't want this anymore. So let's look for re-entry.
Yeah, honestly, that gets Leland really ramped up when I talk to him about strike selection. Is he doesn't just talk about like why zero DTEs or why certain contracts, certain distances out are better and more cost efficient, but it's also just because of the psychological effect of if you do have time, you're going to tell yourself exactly what you just said. You're going to be looking at your contract going, well, I'm down, or I'm up only this amount, or I'm not to my expectations, so I'm just going to keep holding because I have plenty of time, and then the stock chart changes. And then you're sitting in this position and you're like, well, I'm going to just keep holding. And then what was a small winner or even a nice winner or even just a nice small loss turns into a lot harder of a loss or a lot harder of a trade to cut. Because you, again, are telling yourself, oh, I have time. I'm great. This is the best position I could be in. When in reality, it's not.
Yeah.
It's a worse position. I like that you just said
Exactly.
that. Because I promise you, Leland, if he's listening to this, he's like, yes, preach. Like, because that's something big Leland's a huge advocate of is not time. The opposite of time. Time is actually a horrible effect to have on your contracts. Which, again, I used to teach the opposite. Leland's changed my ways. But that's still widely taught the incorrect way. That's still widely taught that, yes, you should want to buy time. You should get time in your contracts every time. No, that's not right. If you're a day trader, you shouldn't be buying time at all.
Right, that's where I was wanted to add. It's a day trade. If you're day trading, you want to get in and out within the day, right? Especially if you're a 0-day trader. You don't want to buy time. Obviously, you don't buy time on 0 days, but just generally, you don't want to buy time if you're planning to buy. If you're trying to day trade, weeklies are different things on if it's not an ETF. But, yeah. After cracking a new all-time high for SPY 5057, SPY is now retesting pre-market high to see if buyers can maintain control here. If not, if they do fail, you can expect SPY to try to retest current day's open. Triple Qs is right next to current day's open. Tech is still showing signs of weakness. Apple is just not doing anything. Stuck between previous day high and current day open. Same with Microsoft. 410, 412. triple Q right at current days open. A nice little 3-bar play on a 2-minute. We have crude oil inventory at 11 o'clock. Later on, we got Fed speaker at 1 o'clock, as well as the 30-year high yields. As well as triple Qs at current days open. Tesla, nice potential hammer candle off of that previous day low. Nice base build so far.
Alright, back. I didn't miss anything except
Welcome
a
back.
pullback. That didn't go anywhere yet. Yo, Eric. What the hell is your name, man? I know I'm probably not reading it because I'm not smart enough, but what what is this? Did Leland put you up for this? He just messaged me and said, can't get upset when you take a 40% entry at break of all-time high and got out at 136% return half-sized entry. No more trading needed for me today. Brother, what? I gotta see this trade review now. Trade review on my phone. I'd love to see it. You took 5 contracts, 272 distance. You were nuts. Eric. And this song's going hard. Bueller's stream music probably decent for once. Okay. Matty Ice, sorry I did not get to your question. If D-Touch already got you, I'm going to go ahead and repeat it. But Matty Ice asked, might be dumb question. No, it is not. The only dumb question is the question you don't ask. He said, are 40% and 80% entries going to be as effective on psych levels up here, like 505, for example? Yes, that is exactly how you are going to trade them. You are still looking for 40% and 80% entries because it is the only way we like to trade. The levels do not matter in terms of which one it is. It doesn't matter if they're psych levels or emerging candles or intraday levels that we got from yesterday or today. They are levels. They're important to us. So yes, we're going to use those types of entries around them. And yes, they are just as effective. It's not really that they're not effective, is that you might just have to be a little more patient when you first get to these all-time high levels. I think not a lot of people think like that. You got to remember too, like when we push new all-time highs, everyone sees that, you know, so it doesn't become the quickest pump in the world after that. You know, that first move it's always going to be. So you're seeing like euphoric price action right now. It's not even really like that bullish. It's just the fact that we're up here and the gains are holding euphoria. Everyone wants to be in the last move that goes up to new all-time highs. So it's just maybe be a little bit more cautious. I wouldn't say they're not effective though. They're still effective. It's still how you should trade just vanilla, you know, like if a level breaks and you like it as an open range breakout, are you entering full size there? No, probably not, because it's not an as strong entry. And it has clear risk. You know, if whatever level breaks, you're out of it with the stop. You're not sitting there holding a loss. And vice versa. I'm trying to make my son for breakfast for my son and I, but still on here. Oh, totally cool, Eric. I appreciate that. Amazing trade review. If anybody wants to go read that, go into the Discord, into the trade review section. My boy Eric posted a juicer. And that was a half-sized entry. That wasn't even full. You deserve, man. You deserve that. Because you took the necessary steps too, Eric. We took all the baby steps up to this point. So now when you take a loss or you feel stressed or you feel like you're just, you know, just tired of looking at this stuff, you're not falling back as much now because you took all these baby steps and all the fundamentals are out of the way. You have all these steps necessary to, if you do struggle or feel pain or take a loss, you're not falling back to step one. That's why we did it that way. So I'm very happy for you. I can't wait to see what you do next.
Big round of applause for Eric.
Yeah, round of applause, seriously. Let's get some green candlesticks in here for Eric. Oh, damn, Ryan beat me.
It's like watching paint dry.
Yeah, that's why I was happy to have you in here. Just extra conversation, not feel as crazy.
You know, no, I agree. A
I was
couple
just-
of days where you took your break,
Mhm.
I decided to jump on a Discord stream. There was a lot of quiet time, a lot of just silence.
Yeah, it
So,
makes you
you
it
know,
makes you think like you have to say something or that you feel crazy like for not saying something, but in reality it's like, well, there's just nothing to update right now. Like you could look at other stuff maybe, but like, you know, kind of messes with you a
Yeah,
little bit.
it's true. True.
I'm so proud of y'all, man. I didn't tell a single one of you to do anything while I was gone. And like I came back and like Leland had like updated like every channel. Like you and Daffy were all over the place. The Jack and all the guys on Tradeful were posting like crazy. So I was like, damn, everybody was on their shit when I was gone. Good. That's how it should be.
Because of you. Because of you. I know you don't like compliments. You say it all the time. You give everybody compliments, but you don't take them yourself. So, for everybody who's listening, we should give a round of applause to Josh.
I just like how disciplined everybody is. I just like that everybody's like a little sergeant of their own. I don't have to like sit here and babysit
Yeah.
somebody. They know, like, and that's the thing about trading. Like, if you're a good trader, you should know when you fucked up and where you fucked up. Like, maybe you don't know how to resolve it yet. Maybe you're still working on adjusting. That's a different battle. But if you're a decent trader, you should know where you fucked up or when it felt wrong, you know? Like when you're in a call and it's clearly breaking down, or when you're in a put and it's clearly breaking up. Like, don't lie to yourself, guys. And that's kind of what I mean with your own discipline. Like, you know when you're messing up. You know when you're not prepared. You know when you're not ready for this. You know when you haven't properly gotten the chart ready for you to actually look at this or to take trades or to look at it the correct way that you normally would like to.
Exactly. Swallowing that tough pill is never an easy thing. It just comes with human nature. You never want to be wrong. And even if you are wrong, sometimes taking the actions and proving that, you are wrong, in a sense, I suppose. It's like anybody can say, oh, yeah, well, I messed up because of X, Y, and Z. Well, like you just said, you've realized you're wrong, but now you got to take action. Now you have to do something to change that, right? At least be aware of where you're wrong and then try to resolve that. And some people would even admit that they're wrong, but they won't make any change from it.
Uh-huh.
That just goes for anywhere in life, and same goes for me. A couple of areas in my life that I need discipline on, and every day it's a progress. Every day it's maintaining. You can do the same thing over and over again, but if you don't maintain it, and if you don't try to improve on that subject, that area, it definitely creeps into the areas where you are disciplined. And then that's just a giant figure eight, and that's just a mess.
Yeah, then you're like, wait, what do I even believe in anymore? Like, you don't even remember what your strategy is, or you just start taking trades on every other thing because it pops up. It throws you in a loop. It's chaotic.
Yep.
Yo, be sure to drop a like on today's stream. We're about an hour into the stream. We started late today due to all the news coming out this morning. I just didn't really feel like sitting through it. But since then, we've actually traded even more boring since then, so maybe I should have just waited. But right now, we're just seeing a bullish retest still hold. I don't think anybody should be flipping bearish quite yet. Yes, we did break under 505, so that does bring a halt to some of the bullish momentum. But we are still holding above today's open and today's lows, as well as the previous all-time high of 503.50. So this isn't a bad spot to be just doing nothing in. This is a great time. This is a great spot to do this type of price action in, rather than do it here than under 503.50. But we'll see what they give us. See if they give us anything exciting the rest of the day. Give us a nice move off of this to make a new high or something. Or maybe we break down and we actually do get down to 500. We'll see. But nothing has to happen. They could technically just hold today's low. Keep steadily making new highs just over time today. I mean, we have lunchtime. We still have power hour. We have all these sessions that have plenty of volume in it. So, I mean, this could really go anywhere from right here. But just remember the facts, though. We are still very bullish.
And if you're on Discord, be sure to check out the weekly watch list, the daily updates, and the game plan levels. Trade floors, you got members updating their own charts and whatever they're watching. And it's just a bunch of news and information to keep you on your toes so that you're well prepared for either direction.
Yeah, that's fun going in there and seeing like somebody I've never seen before, or maybe somebody I am aware of. Like, it's cool going in there and seeing somebody post a chart. And then, like, a couple days later, or maybe the day after, replying to that chart, updating it, and kind of just telling the story of what's going on, just, like, updating it ever so slightly here and there. That's the coolest shit to watch, because it feels like you're able to, like, close your eyes, draw a picture in your head. You can kind of picture what they're going for, or maybe what they've already done, and it's kind of cool to visualize the price action that way, just based off somebody else's
visualization.
Exactly.
The practice that you teach and you preach, and then you make sure that everybody else is on the same page. That's amazing in it itself. On top of that, it's nice to see when members don't agree on a certain situation, certain scenarios, but we all get along and we're all mature about it. The one thing that I don't like, and I know Josh doesn't like either, is just immature people. So the other day, Josh, you weren't here, but somebody, they were new to Discord. They were new to our server. Um, I was in open to everyone, and this person started making very immature noises as I was talking, and Green Candlestick was talking, and that
In voice
just,
chat?
yeah, and open to everyone, bro. That
Oh,
thing,
was it
that
a person with a
that
membership or
person.
no?
No, they were a random person. They just joined recently.
Of course.
Yeah, I was pretty pissed off. I was like, yo, what the
That's when you
frick?
disconnect and you ban right there on the spot.
I banned them right then and there. I'm like, bro,
Good
I don't need that
man.
immaturity. Get
Good
out of here.
man. Good man.
I didn't like that at all. And then open for everyone. It's for people to voice their opinion, and if you have a question, it may be easier to voice it rather than type it out. And that's the reason why Daffy kept pressing you on that. So, but yeah, so that happened, and nothing happened like that since.
God, dude, I wish I was there for that. I would have had my fun with that guy. I've turned my anger of other people's stupidity into comedy, and it's been amazing. You should try it. Anytime someone pisses you off or just being disrespectful, man, just turn it into a joke. Get them out of your face. There's no need to even confront them. Just roast them and move on. Or don't roast them, just move on. I'm just being immature.
No, like it kind of feels good to be like, all right, get the hell out of here.
Like, alright, man.
It felt good.
Let me know when that McDonald's shift starts. You keep making your jokes.
Yeah.
It's probably one of those people who complain about getting a raise at McDonald's. Like, bruh. You want to complain about getting a raise at McDonald's, but then you join a chat that's about learning how to trade. Or at least being around a group of people who are trying to learn how to trade, We're not going to ever sit here and say, you will learn how to trade or be successful here. No, there's a still a huge chance you're going to fail even when you're in here.
Yeah.
But, like, those are the kind of people who just never take anything serious. They don't really care. They just want to make jokes out of everything. And it's just, they're never going to get anywhere in life. So, whatever.
Yeah. It's a good place for everything.
Oh, Beefrog said the banishment was one of the highlights of the week. Man, I wish one of y'all recorded that. I wish I was there. That's funny. Alright. I took the last week off to reset, and I came back to hearing Josh's voice. Holy shit, music to my ears. Thank you, Maddie. Appreciate you. I'm glad to hear you also took a break, man. Little quick breaks are nice. They make you feel not as insane. King of the market just doesn't want it. The banishment. I mean, you guys will survive in chat a long time if you just aren't an asshole. If you just are trying, if you're just someone who's genuinely just trying to grow and learn and just trying to just make sense of something, everybody will love you in chat because that's all people are doing in chat. They just want to grow. They just want to learn. Everyone likes to joke with each other. But there is a line we don't need to cross. Yeah, I needed it every time you're gone, I lose money. Oh god. I need to quit leaving then. Y'all need to just strap me to a chair with chains. Stream on forever. If y'all would like to come hang out after this, I do have a casual stream, but I'm not going to do it today. I want to start doing casual streams on like Kick or something, but not like on YouTube, because this is just way too like professional. We're all here to just learn. Get our bag. Alright, I gotta check on NVIDIA again. I have to see it. AMD and NVIDIA are both just on fire right now. They're still producing green candles and trying to move higher. Tesla had a pretty good dip spot, 191.30s. Nice hammer candle, and they're trying to push the 193.27. Amazon not as hot looking as Tesla, which that is a concern because those are kings of the same sector. Some of these sectors already pulled back a little bit. You just aren't seeing it reflected on Q or SPY yet because there's so many other sectors kicking ass. And like Beefrog said, King of the Market just not really participating.
They're not making it easy.
Which, is Apple even king of the market anymore? Shouldn't we be calling Microsoft king now? I know that might be weird to say, but like, either way, the Microsoft's not really participating. They have the original opening initial games, but they don't really have anything beyond that. No, Maddie does not mean that. Bueller, I blew my account. It's okay, took a break. Do what? He will be forced to full day stream for 120 years? Dear Lord. One of you better kill me if I make it to that age. I better not make it to 100, dude. That just sounds horrible. Vix above 14 Leland. Oh god. Guy serving 2 life sentences in stream prison. Jesus. Carter said it would be nice to get another stream that we could pop in and ask questions with ya. Maybe we can try to set up something where every week on a certain day I leave an open forum kind of thing. I really do try to limit. I try to limit who I bring in here because I don't like to just spread any kind of information. I don't want certain questions being asked that are like gonna affect other people. Like if I got someone in here asking me about like volume, it's kind of be a little weird because I haven't even been using volume in a while, so clearly they haven't been paying attention. And that's my big thing is like some people just are inadvertently not paying attention. So I don't want to bring someone in here and then make you guys focus on something that you shouldn't be focused on. I want you focused on levels. I want you focused on pattern recognition. I want you focusing on trend navigation, marking your lows, marking your highs, navigating higher lows and lower highs. Not just seeing, oh, new all-time high. Like, no, okay, but where's the higher low? Where did it come from? It's not just bouncing from nowhere. We talked about, yeah, I could lose this level, but you still have this area to deal with. Look where they're holding right now. So they're not just bouncing from nowhere. So it's just stuff like that, small stuff like that. Pattern recognition, though, I would say a lot of you need to work on that. I don't see enough of you posting about candlestick patterns, even though a lot of you are looking right at them in the face. So I really want to start seeing more of you guys posting that stuff. Like right here. Like this is just basic candlestick knowledge right here, right? So like, is this a piercing line? No. But what is it with this candle? It's not a piercing line, but it almost gives you that same effect because it's doing the same thing. If you were to combine these candles, I have a piercing line right here, holding the old all-time high. That's bullish. What's the only other trigger this chart needs to do? Break today's open, right? So that's like just a couple indications of like, all right, I see bullish pressure building up at a good spot. That's bullish pressure. That's what you want to see. Patterns at the right spot. Patterns with positioning. You know, like when I draw these amazing drawings with you guys and we talk about where am I bullish, where am I bearish, saying who has more advantage here, who has more advantage here. That's what I'm talking about here. That's what I'm talking about with the levels. If I'm down into a support and I see a really nice candlestick pattern appear, it's a very good chance, it's very nice probabilities that bulls are trying to show up on the chart. I don't want to say they're definitely going to show up, but there's a big chance they will. Increased probability. So just small stuff like that. I would say pattern recognition is what a lot of you need to work on. So I don't see nearly anybody posting actual candlesticks. Saying, look guys, this is a piercing line, or oh look guys, we had a just good, nice bullish retake, not even mentioning candles, just nice bullish retake of blank, you know, name the level.
Speaking of pattern and positioning, if you are in the Discord, if you are a member, be sure to check out the educational section. We have a bunch of information there. You got the BB Bootcamp, where Leland also created a what's that, flashcard for candlesticks and patterns, and you can just review it over and over. There's no limit on that. You know, you can just take it over and over until you get familiar with it, until you're able to recognize and see those patterns on a chart, on a live chart, even after hours when you're reviewing your markets and levels. You know, so all of that helps. And you know, we can give you all these information. We can tell you what it is or what to expect. We can give you all these levels, but if you're not putting that effort in for yourself, and if you're not doing this on your own time, when it's a downtime, this is something where Daffy and I always go through all the time. Where we're always calling each other and talking about pattern positionings. We're talking about hammer at support, at resistance. All these possible ideas is just you see it often, you see it more and more, and it becomes a habit. It becomes a routine. So if you're in the Discord, be sure to check that out. If you have any questions, feel free to tag anybody. A lot of the members here, um, they kind of take advantage of themselves. So don't be afraid to ask questions.
You guys should be afraid to ask questions. If you ask a dumb one, I'm going to roast you. No, I'm kidding.
I'll take that back.
No, I'm kidding. Ask whatever question you guys want. All right, let's see what you guys are saying here now. Thoughts on hiking a sheet candles? Are they better than regular candles? It's all relative. It's all if you use them or not. I know Leland's joking when he's asking me that. But hiking a sheet candle is actually pretty good. It's just, again, if you just use them. Have you back tested it, reviewed it, gone over them enough? You use them enough to have a system around them. But they're not bad, though. It's just a different style. I have used them before. They're not bad. I know Jay, one of our bigger swing traders in chat, he likes hiking a sheet candles as well. I don't know if he uses them anymore, but I know back in the day, me and him used to be pretty happy about those. They're alright, though. They're alright. Now, what I don't know how people trade are the monkey bar candles. Those are crazy. Thanks. How many indicators should I use? 10, 20? The more the better, right? I said no questions were dumb. Fair enough. Oh, yeah. I guess this kind of answers Carter's thing. He said it would be nice to get another stream that we could pop in and ask questions with you. And then Full says, I mean, we can already ask questions and he reads them and answers them. That is true. I do feel like my questions would be so elementary it would piss everyone off asking. Oh, no, trust me, dude. They're way worse questions in the world to ask. If it revolves around the system or patterns or trading, dude, like, it really can't be that dumb of a question. Now, a dumb question would be like you going to, like, the chain or something and being like, I don't know, like, what's a dumb question? I'm trying to think of one now myself. Like, going to the chain and be like, Josh, should I be paying attention to the bid and the ask and the gamma? Like just asking random questions without actually having, like, a starting point, like, that would be annoying. Because it's like, what are you trading off of? It's like, do you have levels? Do you have indicators? Like, what are you using? Just, there's no starting point. I don't know where you're coming. I don't have a relative view of where you're coming from. So that would be annoying, but it wouldn't be a dumb question, though. What is a put? Yeah, no, see, that's a question I would love to answer.
Backfired, Leland.
Leland's asking some fire questions today.
I bet you he was like, yeah, I got it with a stupid question. What's a put? Oh, I love that.
Alright, so Misi, guys, she came into the YouTube chat. She said, B, just the 1 hour chart on SPY from yesterday, so the hourly. She said, almost a morning star bullish reversal right at the gap fill, which was also a higher low.
Triple Q new high day.
This guy is impossible to piss off. No, it's just because it's you asking Leland. Like, if somebody else is asking this, it probably would get to me. But it's you. I know you're joking. Like, if that was, like, Jack or Ace asking, I would know they're joking.
Creator.
Because I know that 90% of the people in my chat are, like, comedians. Comedians without sold-out shows. Beeferg just comes into the YouTube chat and says, bam, 100% on AMD calls. It's like that. Good stuff, Beeferg. I know not to tell you to post your trade review. I know you'll get it done later on. Take your time, though. Take a couple victory laps. Run around your house or something. Round of applause to Beeferg. Going out to eat lunch with my son. You all trade safe and have a green day. You too, Eric. Huge green day for you, man. Have a great rest of your day. You go have some victory laps as well.
Go touch some grass.
You don't know I don't have sold out shows. Good post by Jacko as well. Earlier on in the YouTube chat, if you guys were looking, he said that he thinks we're going to touch 505.70s again after this dip down that we had. He was thinking that we'd come up and at least retest the high. Even if we don't push through it, doesn't matter, but at least test it, and we did. Good call out.
Tesla's rejecting current days open. XLP, XLU weak amongst the sectors. Everything else is green, including the dollar.
This morning, Leland posted the buy the dip zone on SPX at 5054.51, 5055.68. These are just a place where on the chart, after price opened higher and moved up higher, they held as a support, and over time, consolidation was built there. Now, I promise you, Leland probably wanted this to break down, but Leland's not biased. He's not looking for the lead test. He's going to wait and see what approaches. And what happens? The buy the dip zone ends up holding. He gets multiple higher lows. And where's the new one? Here it is. This is the one I wanted to show you. And here we are back at 5066, the high of day. It's pretty cool going back and seeing. This is what people in my chat do. They go from step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 until the story is done. Very, very nice post by Leland telling the story of the SPX by the dip zone. Good job, man. I'm telling you, he's the king of consolidation. If you guys look at consolidation, a lot of your best, most cost-efficient trades come from those areas, whether it's higher lows holding a buy the dip or lower highs rejecting and doing a lead test to the downside. You're going to get some nice moves. It's just, again, finding that consolidation, focusing on it. I really feel like Tesla is going to be that next one that starts popping off. Everybody stop looking at it as much now.
AMD, another new high a day. I think it just keeps going. 5-minute chart, there's only 5 red candles.
Misi just said on trade floor, I was watching on SPY after it rejected, but bounced off of the pre-market high and came back up. I was in. Love to see the confidence in your messages. Haven't seen any comedians here? Trust me, fool. They're around. Self-proclaimed, I should say. Wow, AMD is actually kind of beautiful today. It's beautiful every day. She's gorgeous today. Look at her. Gotta head out for a bit. I hope I don't miss marbles. You probably will. Would be helpful if Tesla started popping off about right now. Jacko said, comedian here live and well. King Carnage said, I want I'm a wannabe. I almost thought you said I want to be a comedian, then I read it wrong. He said I'm a wannabe comedian. My trading is a joke, but that's it. Jesus, man, go easy on yourself. Leave the roasting of you to us.
Yeah.
Let us roast you. Don't roast yourself. AMD overdosing on Blue Chew? Yeah, most likely.
Is that supposed to be blue chip? Chew?
Blue chip on that Blue Chew. I have to 8-miler myself. Oh, I see what you're saying. 8-mile yourself. Roast yourself and then unleash fire. I got you. I got you. Oh. You got anything crazy planned today, D-Touch?
No, not really. Next week is going to be a busy week for me.
Damn.
Kids got vacation, and then I got a couple of things.
The kids got vacation.
Yeah, school vacation.
Oh, was it like spring break or something?
Winter break.
Huh.
Yeah, so they're off for the whole week, and I usually don't do good when they're home because they'll start fighting or I won't have full concentration. So
I'm just picturing D-Touch sweating in his room, hoping his kids don't burn the house down while he's like trying to trade. It's like that. It's the meme with the dog. This is fine, and like everything's on fire.
Yeah. They just fight so much, and then they start yelling at it. They scream at each other. And I'm like, I don't want to hear that, you know. And then I'm downstairs in my office. They're upstairs, and I'm hearing them screaming at each other. And then the sister cries. She comes down. She's like, "Hey, you know, he's doing this, he's doing that," and she's like, "Okay, all right."
How old are your children, if you don't mind me asking?
My son is 11. My daughter is 8.
Ah.
So they're at that age. They're semi self-sufficient, but they're still at the age where they're kind of like developing and learning.
The 11-year-old's like, in what ways can I bully the one that's 3 years younger than me?
Yeah.
And not get in trouble with dad. What are the limits here I can push?
Yep.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Even if it's chaotic, that's pretty awesome, man. Hope you have fun with your kids and stuff.
Yeah, it really is. It's a blessing. They really test your patience. So that kind of helps with the market too.
You're like, damn, why am I so patient with these irrational moves in the market? Oh yeah, I have kids. That's right.
You know, there's some days where I don't have my patience. Where like I would tell the trade floor a couple of times that, you know, if I wake up on the wrong side of the bed or if my morning is all messed up, I'm gonna feel agitated. I'm gonna feel aggravated, and then I know from there it's just like, all right, well, I'm not gonna risk any of my money because I know if I get jumped into a trade and the one candle that goes against my position, it's gonna make me feel even more annoyed.
My bad. I'm catching up on YouTube messages.
Yeah.
Carter said, I've been through video after video, feeling like the system I've got a decent handle on, but yes, the contract selection is what is giving me anxiety and confusion. Maybe I'm overthinking all of it. If that's dumb or I need to go back and review more, I will, but that's where I'm at. Again, sorry for... Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry for being open. That's a great thing. This is a great first step. Like, even if you don't get any advice right now, Carter, you just saying that out loud is really helpful for you, because now you're saying out loud, okay, like, look, I have a problem, I need to work on this, or I have a struggle, or I have a barrier that I need to work on that I need to slowly break down over time. It's something that's going to be impossible. So it's really good that you're bringing it to light. And I'm not gonna lie to you, the strike selection stuff confused the shit out of me at first when I was looking at it. I'm not gonna lie, because I was stuck in this way of thinking like I need to buy time all the time. You know, so when I first started getting into Leland's breakdown of strike selection, it confused the hell out of me. So don't feel bad about that. It confused everybody. But the more you look at it, the more you break it down, the more you kind of really go through the math of it, you're like, okay, wow. Not buying time is the way to go. I need to make sure my entries are good, that my risk management is clear as day. Again, knowing, okay, when I'm in my trade, this is where I'm getting out. If it goes against me, this is where I'm getting out. If it goes for me, doesn't matter. And that's really what it is one, having an understanding of your system in front of you, clear risk, and then knowing that, okay, I don't need to be buying contracts that are next week in the money. That just doesn't make any sense. Like, if you're day trading, you should still probably buy this week and buy a slightly out of the money. Like, I'm talking 2 strikes, 3 strikes, nothing much farther than that most of the time. And it also depends what chain. If I'm talking SPY or SPX, yeah, I'm probably only going 1 or 2 strikes out. But I don't need to go pay $900 for a contract where I can go buy 3 of them at $200 a piece, right? And sometimes it's way less than that. Let me give you a realistic view. A lot of the trades I personally take, and I'm sure Leland has this same kind of follow-up, but a lot of the trades we take, the contracts are only like $100 to $200. They're never really much over that. Anytime you get into a position where the contract's like 900, 800, you start to think to yourself like, all right, I'll cut if it does this. And then you don't realize that it doesn't correlate in percentage, and you're like, okay, well, shit, now I'm down 50%. I'm down $450. What are you down if you're in that cheaper contract? Yeah, you're down 50%, but you're also not losing $450. That would be a $50 loss, sometimes a $100 loss. That's a lot more manageable of a loss to accept, and something that you can get more used to over, oh yeah, I just took a $500. I just lost a paycheck worth of money. No problem. So it's like Leland just said, risk less to make more. You're just trying to give a bigger bang to your buck is really all you're doing. It's cost efficient. And it's really hard to think about it that way when, like me, when you've been stuck in the way of thinking buying time, trying to be safe, trying to think you can hold your position forever. It's just not the way to think. And again, this is mainly day trading I'm talking about. This does also apply to swing trading to a certain extent, but this is all mainly intraday I'm talking about. But if you watch the Leland strike selection video, like you said you did, and anybody else in here, there is actually examples in there where he shows like 45-day out contracts and more. So he even shows not just recent and close range contracts, but he also talks about mid-term range contracts as well. So you'll see it in the video, and he did a really, really good... He's edited that video more than I've ever edited any of my videos. I've never added math to the screen. He did that every single time, even though he didn't need to because it's already on the screen. But he did it again just so people get a more simple, broken-down version of what's on the screen, and so they aren't as confused. But yeah. Leland said, spot on. Beeferg said, risk less to make more is one of the big things I have learned from watching the experienced guys on here. And it's just something we're all slowly getting into. It's just a slight adjustment. I think a lot of people see this and they're like, oh my god, they're changing the strategy up. Like, no, it's really just implementing a more efficient part of our system. You know, is the base core of the system changing because of the strike selection video? No, you're still doing the same thing. You're still doing the exact same thing. Charting, how you want to trade, all that good stuff. But now you have a better way of understanding how more cost efficient you can be, how you can have a bigger bang for your buck, and how you don't need to be a millionaire to start trading. But I would highly recommend a lot of you getting into this stuff mentally first, and then kind of getting yourself more confident in the terms of, all right, I already know my levels, I know how patterns work and how this works. Because then when you get into the live part of the trading, then you're just struggling with the live trading stuff. You're not struggling with, oh, I don't have my levels right, I don't have this right, I don't have this right, I don't know what entry this is. So get yourself up to step 1, step 2, and then you can take on step 3 where you are getting into live trading and actually trying to get into this kind of thing. But don't just jump straight into live trades. Good call out, good call out. The strike selection video. No, you're good, you're good. If you're calling out all-time high, I'm not going to tell you to shut up. The strike selection video is a lot to take in, but it is money. It is. It's a very valuable video. I agree. And you're right, it is a lot to take in. Like I just said, too, it's like a lot of us are stuck in our ways, and then we learn this, and we're like, well, that's dumb. That ain't going to work. It's hard to learn because you're not thinking about it the right way, or we're not thinking straight, right? We're not thinking clearly. But that video helped me out personally a lot. It's helped a lot of my better traders in chat. Like, a lot of my best traders were just all right. But I would say after the strike selection video, I could confidently never have to worry about them again. A lot of those more experienced guys, I really don't have to check on anybody again. Because now I know they know everything about what they're trying to do. Do I have 2 levels sitting here? Oh no, my mouse is just sitting there.
If you really think about it and you look back into the game plan and when it was reason over risk, Daffy was already doing a lot of that. He was going way out the money on very cheap contracts on 0 days. His premiums are under $40, $50, $30, even $20.
Every single time.
Right, and the amount of time he has been raking in 100, 2, 3, 400, 500%, it was at a pretty consistent return. And you're looking at that like, wow, how the hell is he doing it? And that falls into what Leland explained in the video of the strike selection. And when I watched it, at first I'm kind of like, what the hell is this? And as the more I'm watching it, the more I picture and the more I see my past trades where I would buy time or I would hold because I have time. And I'm risking a lot more just to make 20, 30%. And I'm like, well, this is only $50 on 20%. $50 does sound a lot, but when you're looking at a cheaper contract, you're up more, and it just kind of hits your mental in a different way, I suppose. So that video is good. Watch it a few times if you have to. I've watched it probably 3 times already. The more repetitions you get in it, the more you start to realize, the more you start to get a feel. And then once you implement that into a live trade, you're going to remember some of those quotes he's talking about, some of those scenarios he's shared. And he's also shared some on weeklies versus 3 weeks out. And the explanation is just very spot on. So
I'm glad that you said that, because I wanted to add on to that. Leland talks about that a lot. Before he released that video, he would always talk to me about like, well, I love that Daffy's doing this. I love that Daffy's posting that. I love that Daffy's posting this. And it's because he was doing exactly what me and Leland were talking about behind the scenes, just kind of, again, having a bigger bang for your buck. And Daffy's been doing that all along. And it's funny because, like, for the longest time, I've been trying to get people to pay attention. Like, for anybody in here who wants to learn strike selection and you want to backtest, you just got to go watch some of Daffy's trades. It's crazy how many trades he's called out and everybody just ignores because it's not that much money. Everyone's like, oh, he's only paying 15 cents a contract. I'm not paying attention to that shit. I'm above that. And then you're also the same person losing money while Daffy's making money on these contracts. So, joke's on you. But it's funny because he'll go and he'll post like a 10 cent, 15 cent play and lose it. And it's like, all right, whatever. He just kind of dusts himself off. The very next play, that man posts a 400% gain. And it's just, it's amazing.
And guess how much the premium was? 15 cents. You're looking at that like, wow, 400%. That's amazing.
Because everyone, because we've had people be like,
same.
can you give me like examples of this working? And it's like, what do you mean? We've been posting this for months. Like, we're just finally making a video for everybody, you know? Like, we made the video because of this question coming up so much. Leland did.
Yeah.
So, but no, I think it's a really good topic because it really, it's not a topic you should talk about if you're just now getting into trading. I wouldn't even mention it. You need to get into the levels, pattern recognition, the basics, the fundamentals of what we do here. And then I would say that's like a good next step for someone is understanding strike selection. You know, not just saying they understand in the money, out of the money, that kind of crap. No. Like, truly understanding, like, okay, how much do I need to be risking on this trade? Like, if I'm breaking to the upside, what contract am I getting? Let's go check it out. Let's go SPX. Let's see, what am I getting? Let's say I'm getting a same day. Oh, today's not the 21st. Today's the 22nd. So if I'm getting, let's say I'm getting, where am I at? Let's say I'm getting puts. I'm randomly just calling out the top. I'm not doing this actually. I'm not actually grabbing puts. Nobody grab puts. I'm just saying, if I was to grab puts right here, what strike would I go for? What is my trade? Well, I know I have a base here. I know I have a high here. I know I have some levels down here. So am I going to say, I'm going to grab 5,000 puts? No, that's way too out of the money. That's just way too far. I need to grab something in this range. But something that's affordable, right? So what's that between? 50, 26, 50, 48? Where's my gamma? Oh, here it is. So I'm looking for a delta between 0.12 is honestly the sweet spot, but 0.12 to 0.20 is honestly genius. But 0.12 personally has been my favorite for delta. And you want to make sure your gamma is not 0. If your gamma is 0, you're way too out of the money. That's a really good indication of like, hey, I'm probably grabbing something that nobody's going to buy or sell. And let's see, what were those 0.10, 0.14 deltas? That contract's 120 to 125. That contract's 165 to 175. What did I just get done saying? That most of the contracts me and Leland buy are between $1 and $200. Very affordable. He says only take plays that are 0.05 or less. Make AI do it. But that right there is a pretty good example. Like, you're not just going to randomly grab puts or calls, but like if you're going to go focus on strikes, like you need to understand what you're looking for. I promise you, when I'm looking at contracts for trading SPY or SPX, I'm not looking at prices. I'm not looking at volume. I'm not looking at open interest. I'm not looking at implied volatility. I mean, I might check this for a half second to see if it's, you know, through the roof or not, because implied volatility is very important. And if you don't understand implied volatility, you need to talk about it with me. But the big thing I'm always focused on is delta. I just want to see what's the delta at, because this is the moneymaker. The gamma is the other moneymaker, but this is the one we're more concerned about. Which I guess if you want to edit your screen and hide all of that, you can. I just like to leave it there in case someone asks me, because people ask me about open interest all the time. But no problem, Carter. Glad you asked those questions, man. You might have helped other people just by asking those questions. And hopefully Leland approves of my breakdown so far.
All right, Bueller, I'm gonna call it a day here. Got a couple of things I need to take care of.
Yeah, man, thank you for tuning in for when you can. That was amazing, dude, seriously.
Yeah, no, thank you. I really appreciate that. And I hope you get some rest tonight.
Yeah, I hope I do too. I didn't rest worth a shit last night.
Yeah, every time I see you post something.
I knew you were gonna mention that. I knew you were gonna say something about me posting last night. Because I posted late as hell.
Yeah, I'm looking at him I'm like, wow, 2 in the morning. This guy, he ain't gonna be up. He's gonna be tired as shit. I know it. And then next thing you know, everybody's like, hey, is this stream? Is this stream? Where's stream? Where's Josh? Where's Bueller? I'm like, give the man a rest. He's up late. And, you know, like I said, make sure you get them rest. Stay hydrated, eat clean, and take care of yourself, you know?
Thank you, man. You're always like you're like my dad. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for looking out for me.
Yeah, well, I have kids. All right. Well, thank you everybody for having me, and I hope I'm helpful in any other way. And you know, I'm still learning myself. So if you have any questions that, you know, if I can help with anything, I'll help out. And good luck to everybody trading.
You too, man.
And I'll still be on the trade floor, but I'm gonna log out now.
Oh, appreciate you.
Right.
Everybody say bye to D-Touch. Everybody give a wave bye. I have you all to myself. That was cool, man. It's seriously is like kind of a flex for me personally. Like some people like flexing money, cars, bitches, stuff like that. I love flexing the fact that I have traders in my chat. Like, I'm not joking. You go join a random Discord right now. Go find one, and you won't find that many traders in there. Like, you'll find like one big boss, and then like everybody under him is just like really dumb. Like nobody. They're all just yes sir, no sir kind of people. But in this chat, like I swear, man, and I'm not saying every chat's like this, but in this chat, man, it's like every other person is either someone who is vetted and like ready to learn more and in helping other people learn, and kind of on their own journey, and then you have like the other half of the room and the people that are like on the opposite spectrum where they're not vetted but they are looking to learn, and they're kind of just gathering resources and information right now. And it's just nice to see everybody working so hard together, and that I could literally bring any one of you in here and something good's gonna come out of it. So it's just nice to see a stable community of badass. You're all badass to me, at least. I don't know what y'all think about yourselves, but I think that. It's just cool, because I'm not joking. Like, you can't go to another server and get the same vibe that you get in this chat. Like, you're not going to go to another chat and learn something instantly, or see 8 different people talking and all of them actually know what they're talking about. And no one here is going to tell you that either. No one ever here is going to be like, I know what I'm talking about. You should listen to everything I say, and you should do everything I say. Like, no. We don't have people like that. No, Carter, that's the gist of it, because that video covers literally everything. I'm not trying to be rude, but that video covers literally everything. So, no, you're not missing any other videos. There is other videos I think you should check out, though. I think Order of Operations, if you haven't checked that out, I think that's seriously one of my favorite videos, because it talks about something I truly haven't thought about a lot myself. The order of doing things in the correct way. I think, like, while I was trading and kind of explaining things to people over the past few years, I just expected you to understand, like, oh, once we get past this, this is next, this is next, this is next. But there is an order to things. You know, like, if we get back above today's open, what's next? Psychological level. All right, well, then what's next from this point? Well, we either break this and get to the next level, or we reject this and we get back down here and test this to see if we want to break more. Like, there's always a if this, then that. If this, then that. If this, then that. You know, it's always conditional formatting. So I would say, if you haven't already, I would check out the Order of Operations. It's a big topic a lot of my guys love talking about too now. But again, just doing things in the right order. And you'll see in the video I talk about PEMDAS, how you should do mathematical equations in order the correct way, so you actually get the correct answer, because you could, of course, get an answer 8 different ways. But the Order of Operations video really, like, makes you think correctly. It makes you think in order, makes you think in a more organized manner, because you start to tell yourself, like, all right, this is next, this is next, this is next. Like, you don't feel out of norm. Like, nothing's random anymore. Everything is in order. Price does have a routine to follow. It doesn't just randomly move, besides, of course, when catalytic events come out. Nice grind up on Tesla since touching PDL. Carter, there's also some, I'm trying to think of where those breakdowns are. There's some breakdowns, but I don't even want to lead you in any other directions. Like, that strike selection video has everything. Order of Operations. What's another big video? If you have access to that retest trading seminar I did, that's a really good one, because that talks about mainly retest. It goes over the 3 types of retest and how you should identify them and trade them. It goes very in-depth. I went very in-depth in that slideshow. But also other kind of side topics within it too. So those are like the 3 big videos I'm pushing right now, besides Workshop 11, of course. But yeah, no, those are like the main core videos I would focus on. Retest trading, strike selection, Order of Operations, Workshop 11. I should have just left my stream on NVIDIA or AMD all day, huh? Watching SPY was not the move today. Now, personally, I will always watch SPY, no matter how boring it is, because I just like to watch the market. I just like to see what everything's doing. But you guys definitely should get into the habit of checking weights. You'll see me do it from time to time, but it should just be a force of habit. You know, you should be thinking like, all right, what makes up SPY? What makes up Triple Q? What's making the move? You know, and then go through that. You know, by now you should probably know tech sectors up the most. This, of course, is thanks to the help of semiconductors. Also, Apple's positive and Microsoft holding a little bit better now. Oh, you're good, Carter. I'm the same way. I can't watch something once and just instantly get it. I can't even just watch it a few times. I have to watch it a few times. I have to go to a chart and then just kind of like lay some stuff out and just make myself think about it a little bit more, and then that'll help me a lot more, kind of integrating it into my brain a little bit. But I'm the same way, dude. I'm a hard learner. You gotta beat that information into my head for me to remember. That's why I can't do flashcards. I can't do that stuff. And this is why I like to teach about the different levels of memorization. Like, some of you might not need this stuff. Some of you might not need it. Some of you are just probably born with great memory. But some of us aren't, you know. And I think a really good way of quick memory learning is repeating. A lot of people... Let me break that down more. So, like, if you're doing flashcards... You're probably getting good memorization, but it's just all right. I would just say it's just decent quality. It's nothing crazy, but it's all right. It'll do the trick. But something that's amazing is breaking something down to a further extent, truly breaking it down to the point where you actually understand it. Like you should be able to explain something to a child, almost to a child. Maybe not everything, but that's what I'm trying to get at, though. Like, you should be able to break it down to yourself. You know, breaking it down in a more simple fashion. That's something that helps me. Like, if I'm talking, let's do an example. So let's talk about piercing lines. I always love talking about piercing lines. So a piercing line is when you have like let's say you're in like a downtrend or something, right? And then let's say like a sell-off hits a support. Like, we're like down here and there's like a support. And then the next day we open a little bit lower. And then we finish past the halfway point of the previous day, right? That's pretty damn bullish. That means most likely, as long as it holds a reset candle, it has a very good chance of continuing higher and actually giving us some nice bullish reversal, just short term so far. But what you're seeing there, though, is a lot more than just, oh, it's a piercing line and then we went up, right? That's like the surface level material, right? That's like what we see right from the get-go. And that's the point you should want to get to, is being able to vaguely break down what's happening, right? Therefore, you just understand. But to truly understand what's in front of you, we need to break it down more. What actually happened here? We had price sell-off, right? Blah, blah, blah. What made the piercing line? Us getting the lower open, us retaking the low of the previous day, and us getting over the halfway point of the previous day, right? That's what makes that a piercing line. You should be able to break it down to that extent to tell me that it's a piercing line, or to tell yourself that it's a piercing line, right? And then not just from there, this is also another place where everyone seems to, you know, lose their mind, is what happens after the initial signal. Like, do I just buy and hold it forever? What do I do? No. Can you buy from here as a reversal signal? Yes. Is it strong? No, you need a little bit more. What happens on the reset day? Well, if I take a fib from where we dropped to where we held as the retest area, and this is holding the halfway point of that, then what that's telling me is that it's holding a good part of the day that held a bullish reversal, meaning this is like a breather, but they don't want to make it obvious and just gap us up and keep rallying, because then everybody will be a part of the move, and implied volatility will be high as hell, and nobody will make a lot of money, right? Just like we see with NVIDIA, or with, not NVIDIA, actually they went up a lot. Earnings money, though. Anybody who makes money on earnings deals with implied volatility because it's so relevant. It's so heavily involved in the option. If everybody's expecting it, it's going to cost more. And also not make more, it's going to have to do more for you to make money. So that's why a little retests like this are very important. But also just breaking these down to a point where you can understand it better is really what I'm trying to get at, though. You know, was I bullish here? Yeah, probably. Should I have waited longer for a retest like this? Yeah, 100%, because that would have given me a more cost-effective entry. So it's just about breaking things down to a simpler fashion. I would genuinely say these are things that have helped me personally and some of my traders in chat, because Like, people don't understand, like, teaching is honestly the best way to remember something. And it's not, like, teaching in the fashion of, like, you're teaching someone else because they don't know something. Like, it could just be teaching yourself something. Just reminding yourself, like, hey, this is how this works, or this is how I want to do this, or this is how this should look. You know, just stuff like that. But I'm not an easy learner either. I have to repeat things a lot and read them over a lot and put them on a chart and look at it myself and break it down and truly back test it, because that is what's going to stick in my head, not reading a couple words on a flashcard. But everyone's different too. Not everyone's like me. Some people can read a flashcard once and never need it again. Mike said, let's see if 505, 504, 50 holds. We are only a couple minutes away from lunchtime. Again, when I say lunchtime, I mean on the EST side of things. They are already starting lunch here in about a few minutes. Some of them already probably went out to lunch. So a lot of your Eastern time frame volume is going to be a lot lower and slower now. Which is honestly probably a good time for me to cut the stream too. I need to get something to eat as well. But guys, thank you for tuning in. Oh, wait, I need to do the giveaway membership. What am I talking about? So I promised to everybody that I would do a... What did I promise? Giving away 2 basic memberships in stream today. So let's do that. Now, you're only allowed to join this if you do not have it. If you have a membership already, please do not participate. I do not want to type out 100 names. If you guys want to play in a game where everyone's involved, we'll do it Friday. But who all does not have basic membership? Genuinely, please tell the truth. If you end up having it, I'm just going to ignore you after you win. Now, what do I mean by that? What is basic, Josh? What are you talking about? What the hell are you saying, Josh? What does all this mean? I'll show you. So in my Discord server, we have memberships. You can go to the upgrade channel to check all the information out on WAP. You can just also read the FAQ channel. But essentially, I have 3 different memberships in here. Basic is what it is. Basic. You end up getting just the bare bones of everything. You get weekly watch list. You get the daily watch list. You get daily updates, which is the news that I post. You get the trade floor, which is where everyone talks. Post charts channel, it's where everyone posts charts. And then the different 14 educational channels that we have, which some of them are new, some of them are old, some of them are here from 4 years ago, some of them are here from a month ago. So a lot of stuff. And that's a large amount of chat. That's like most of chat. This is the one most people get. Premium. This is just an extra add-on. No, there are not plays that are called out. I hate when people ask me that question. Yes, there are some called out. Like I think, oh no, that's in Lifetime. But yes, there are some called out, but I mainly set trade plans. I mainly set plans where it's like, all right, guys, you're grabbing calls above this. There's a stop here. Do this, do that. You know, just set points. I do that every day. We got the premium chat and, of course, extra videos in here from different seminars I've been a part of, from YouTube videos, from all kinds of private stuff, but a lot of paid videos are in here as well. So a lot more paid content is saved by putting it in here. So people aren't having to be like, oh, I have to be a YouTube member and this and this and this and this. They can just get premium. And then Lifetime. Lifetime is the last one, which when you buy Lifetime, yes, there's a lot more you're getting, but it's not about that. It's you're an investor, basically. Like, if you buy Lifetime, if you buy Lifetime, you basically are here forever. Like, you don't have to pay any more recurring payments. You don't have to ever pay for another course I'm not going to make another course, but you don't have to pay for the 2 that are out. You don't have to ever pay for another YouTube video. Like, anything that ever gets released from me, you're getting it. It's basically just an investment in me. Everything that I release, you're getting. So that's pretty much the gist of it. But yeah, so basic membership, if you don't have it, again, just reminding you, that's what this giveaway is for. I am giving away 2 of them. I already forgot again. So let's get into it. So again, if you do not have the basic membership, please, in the YouTube stream, right now in the text chat channel, type the number 33. By typing the number 33, I will include your name into the submissions, or into the entry giveaway, whatever the hell. And if you win, and I find you already have this membership, I swear I'm going to be mad at you. Remember, type the number 33 to confirm I can enter your name into the giveaway. I just want to be very clear and concise because a lot of people in the past have tried to mix up my words and try to lie to me and bullshit me. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm as clear as possible. I know a lot of you guys that don't have those nasty intentions, but I just got to be clear. SK just straight up saying, I am desperate, thanks. Alright, let's get to name typing. Almost said name typing. Almost sounded so damn country there for a second. Jennifer Young. Wait, can I hit tab or do I have to hit enter? Okay. Wait, did I spell that right? Alicia? Yeah. I don't want to spell y'all's names right. I'm trying to be somewhat respectable here. Jeff Seji. What's up, Jeff? How you doing? Fool. Fitz. Thank you guys. Y'all are making this so easy. Maddie Clams. SK. Fake Mojo. I say it's real Mojo. I think you got some real Mojo. Big rollout. T-Bone Panda, man. That's our giveaway champion right there. This is the giveaway champ right here. This man doesn't lose. Y'all gotta be shaking seeing his name up here. Alright, again, last roll call. You have to type the number 33 into the YouTube stream text chat for me to include your name into this. Please do not type the number 33 if you already own basic membership. This is basically what I'm giving away. So if you already have it, it'd be kind of pointless to go for it. And I do plan to give one lifetime membership away, but I'm not doing that until March 1st. So next Friday. Next Friday, look out for a lifetime membership giveaway. I'm only giving one of those away. And it's all kind of in prep work for all the events I'm doing up this upcoming month. So we did the discounts. We're going to do one lifetime giveaway next Friday, and then that should be everybody. Because I have a bunch of events for lifetime coming up. All right, last roll call. Last roll call. Make sure you type in the number 33 to try to win the basic membership. I can't speak English. OA83, I saw you wave your hand. Mel, you can't have it. You already have lifetime. Wait, Mikey, don't you already have a membership too? I could have swore you had a membership. Oh, okay, never mind. You're not even in there. Never mind. I'm thinking of someone else. Alright, last chance. Sorry, I'm catching up. Alright, last chance. I just got to double check with Mikey and OA83. I'm not really quite understanding. Am I entering y'all's names or not? I just need to double check that. Watch me be the first off the wheel. It would be fair. It would be fair, T-Bone. You did win a lot. You kind of kicked all of our asses in marbles, too. So, like, come on. Go light on us. Again, Mikey and OA83, please give me some double confirmation here. Okay, well, you didn't type 33. So thanks for not listening to the instructions, but I'll type your name anyway. I got you. Oh, there you go. He typed it. 33. There we go. It's just for confirmation, so it's fair to everybody. So everybody's on the same playing field. That's all I really do that for. Mikey, last chance. Am I entering you or not? I couldn't quite understand if you were answering yes to me or... I do not. Okay. Yeah, you're staying in here then. Okay, we're going with it. Sorry, guys, I'm taking so damn long. I wanted to make sure I didn't leave anybody out. All right, so the way this works, the last name wins. So if it hits you, when I spin this, you lose. We do this a lot differently than other people because we like to entertain ourselves more. We do final elimination. So everybody who gets deleted, you lose. Person who's last standing wins. So if you're the last standing, you're better than everybody else, essentially. Not actually. But let's get this going. So I'm going to leave the names on here. When the first person wins, I'll delete their name after, and then we'll run it again with the same names. Therefore, 2 people win, and there's 2 chances. Everybody ready? Let's go. Remember, you do not want it to hit your name. You want to be the last person. Look, T-Bone, completely safe. Chill Will, first person out. Sorry, Chill Will. SK, you are knocked out as well. Oh. I was almost a little early on that. That could have gone to Fake Mojo. Nicole, I don't even know who you are, but I was rooting for you. I want you to know that. It was Nicole and Elisa. I think I'm rooting for y'all too, because y'all were like the first 2 to type. Watch, it'll hit her. I know that I said it. Okay, Fake Mojo got out. Damn it. I guess I was tertiary rooting for you as well, Fake. I'm not gonna lie. Because you enter these a lot. You don't win, but you always enter. So I do appreciate you for trying. I love you nonetheless, I promise. OA83, damn it! I'm genuinely mad when I see you guys get hit, even though I know only one of you can win. Oh no, don't pick the one I was rooting for! Dead center of the name almost. Come on. Alright, who am I rooting for now? I'm rooting for Fool. Oh no, you're on the chop block. Oh, it's Jennifer. Damn. Sorry, Jennifer. It's like a big FU as well, because like all the like confetti that gets thrown around, it's like congratulations and stuff, and then it's like you actually losing. Like that. Okay, I need to quit rooting for y'all, because every time I root for someone, you lose. I won't root for y'all ever again, I'm sorry. Ooh, Mikey, you made it to the last 3, man. Good try. Alright, final 2. Place your bets. Place your bets. The winner is... Big rollout by a half spin. Big rollout. You are our champion. I need you to tag me on trade floor. How do I restart this? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. This doesn't count. No one gets to see it. Message me on Twitter, on Trade Floor, Big Rollout. I need you to type something on Trade Floor saying, hey, I'm Big Rollout. Hey, Bueller, see me, please. And then I can DM you. Just say something on Trade Floor that is a signal to me. Give me a bat signal or something. Oh, there he is. He's typing. Say something cool. Say something only Rollout would say. I thought that was him for a second. I was like, I didn't say post a trade review. Excuse me. I didn't mean to cough into the mic like that. Rollout, where you at? Where you at, big dog? Alright, I'm just gonna do it that way. Okay, you have YouTube. There you go. There you go, Rollout. Alright. Thank you, Rollout. I gave you your membership already. You have it. One thing I would do Rollout, and I say this to anybody who gets basic, is check out the pinned messages. Not enough people check the pinned messages, then they ask me questions that are there. The pinned messages are very easy to access, and every channel has it. You just find this little pinned thing here. There'll be a bunch of information that's highlighted in front of you. No problem, man. Last one, guys. Oh, SK. That hurts. See, I saved you, though, because that one doesn't count. Guess this was a sign from God today? Yeah. It was a sign from Jerome Powell. Alright, you guys ready? One more? Remember, you want to be the last one alive. You do not want to make... You don't want to be hit. Oh, there's Fool. Fool's the first one out on the first go. Come on, come on, come on. Oh my god, that one's gonna be close. Oh my god. Look how close that was. Oh, I'm so sorry, Elisa. Alright, let's see what we get here. Chill Will. That is not chill, man. That is so not chill. I'll get it, Lisa. We'll do more. Don't worry about it. We'll do more in the future. This also isn't a thing to promote this. Like, if you guys want to sign up, you can, but I'm not trying to get you to sign up. Like, I genuinely wanted to give a couple away. I always give, like, courses away and stuff, but I need to start doing memberships more. But yeah. Let's see who gets this next one. Oh, Jeff getting knocked out. Rest in peace. We're down to our final 7 names. Oh, SK. I saved you at the beginning, but I cannot save you here. I'm rooting for all of you. Ooh, T-Bone Panda living by the skin of his teeth. I mean, how did you even... What, did you blow on the wheel and let it spin up a little bit more? Nicole getting knocked out. Sorry about that, Nicole. Made it to the last 5, though. Alright, last 4 names, guys. We got Fake Mojo, Fitz T-Bone, and Maddie. Looks like Maddie's getting knocked out on this one. No problem, SK. Hope you have a great day, and I hope you get in on the next membership giveaway. Fitz, you are knocked out. T-Bone, I don't know how you keep getting to these final 2. But I honestly hope you don't win, just because you already won stuff in the past, and Fake Mojo hasn't. But whoever wins, won this fair and square. I love you both equally, and I wish you both good luck. Remember, whoever gets hit loses. Oh, and Fake Mojo won! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! I know what you guys are gonna say. Oh, you're giving it to a guy that doesn't type in chat. Yeah, but he types in YouTube chat every day, so don't trip out. Congratulations, Mojo. You don't have to type Mojo. I already knew your username. I didn't know rollouts, but then he typed and it was just his name. Let me type our second winner. Is Fake Mojo. Mojo Jojo. You heard genuine hype when you won just now out of me. T-Bone said, honestly, not even mad if I lose. You're a legend, dude. I don't know how you keep getting to the final circle like that. You're like, I swear, like, every one of these giveaways, I'm reading T-Bone Panda out loud. He might not win them all, but he's definitely, like, really close to winning a lot of them. That's pretty funny. I'm glad we got to do that, guys. I'm glad I could keep my promise to give away 2 memberships again. I'll probably wait till the beginning of March to give more stuff away, but I have a lot of stuff planned for Lifetime, so I'll probably do 1 Lifetime membership, like I said, on March 1st, and then after that, you probably won't see me do it for like a month, because during that month, I'm going to be very, 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 very busy with the people who have the stuff, so, yeah. But I just want to give you guys a heads up. Next Friday, we'll do a Lifetime membership giveaway. I'll probably do marbles just so it's fun to watch, not the giveaway wheel. I don't know about y'all, but the wheel's nowhere as cool as the marbles game. Ooh, Sand Dollar. Sand Dollar gifted a membership, and it went to Chill Will, someone who was knocked out quite early on both of the spins. That was very chill of you, Sand Dollar. Before I get off here, since there's a lot of pretty cool people in here still, how long have you guys been here, or where are you from, or how have you been enjoying your time here? You don't have to answer all 3 of the questions, but any of the 3 if it appeals to you. How long have you been here, or where are you from, or how have you enjoyed your stay here, or have you not enjoyed it? Do you hate this chat? Are you disappointed? Not just looking for positivity here, but just really interested in seeing what everyone's answers are. I've been busy washing clothes this morning and repairing a fence. Taking care of all kinds of things, aren't you? Hey, Jennifer said at least 6 months. Damn, that's a long time. I'm glad to have you, Jennifer. Thank you for being here, seriously. Chill Will, thanking you, Sand Dollar. Big rollout. Member for 10 months on the Lowell Supporter Gang. He said 10 months as a supporter, was a lurker for 2 before that. You're a legend, man. The yellow star is such a flex. Oh, you found me before my week off? I'm so sorry you had the timing on that with me. I apologize. I'm glad you're still here. 1 year, 3 months. Damn! OA83? From Rhode Island. Full-time trading 2 year. Been following BB for about a year. I love how many people we have here for over a year. I love reading that. Because those are the people that truly understand the community. People who have been here for at least a year. I'm not saying you haven't if you haven't been here for a year, but it's just you understand the vibes. You understand what everyone's going for. Oh wait, I read that one. December, it was 1 year. I love it and this community. We love you as well, Aloha. Found you through Trader's War Room. Oh, Chuck is his name, right? Chuck? I think that's TWR. That guy's actually pretty cool. I don't know him that well. But every other group I bumped into is always like, oh, you better not be promoting here and there. Like, just my existence pisses people off. That guy, though, that guy was welcoming me. He was like, yo, I want to market your stuff. I want to post your stuff in my chat. I want to post your stuff here so all my people know about you. I was like, damn, this guy is fucking cool. But yeah, Chuck is cool. Chuck is cool, if that's his name. But yeah, Trader's War Room is ran by some veterans. Those guys are really cool. That's like probably one of the few out groups out there that like didn't completely hate me just for existing. Thank you. Cool group, it seems. It is so far. Even cooler with you here, though, Elisa. Glad to have you here. Been here for about a year. Love it. The first group that I actually learned from. Never leaving. I love you too, Kem. Don't remember. Maybe a year. Yeah, you've been here for a long time, SK. Because I know your name. Like you and SF. Y'all are like the two S names I think of. And y'all have both been here for a while. So, yeah, probably over a year. Close to it. Leland said, just checked. I joined the server February 12th, 2021. Nice. So you just passed your 3-year mark. My boy Leland's been here for 3 years now. Damn, 3 years? That is mind-blowing. Because, like, in my head... I mean, I know this doesn't sound like a lot, but in my head, it's like 2/3 of that time. Like, I feel like Leland's been here for a year less of that. Like, he's been here for 2 years. It's a weird feeling. But thank you, Leland, for being here. I love you most of all. Positive chat. Learning something every day. Maybe 2 months. Noob status. Hey, Fake Mojo. We gotta start somewhere. And we're glad to have found you, Fake Mojo. I always appreciate you reaching out to me, and I still remember my one-on-one with you. I haven't forgotten about you. I didn't know how to spell server in 2020. Yep. Love you for existing. Dude, love you too, Deuce. Is this D-E-U-C-E, or is this a different Deuce? Do we have two Deuces? Or are you Deus? Are you a way cooler name than Deuce? I know we got Deuce, the football player. Haters only hate because they can't replicate. Ooh, bars. Jeff dropping bars. Everybody back up. Shots fired. Oh, wow. I just checked the Discord and today is exactly one... No way! No way, no way, no way. Maddie, I thought you had a membership. Am I tripping or is your shit lagged? Oh, here we go. Yeah, because that was the wrong... I was looking at the wrong day, too. Okay, there it is. Discord member of this Discord since today of last year. Wow, today's your 1 year. That's crazy. Maddie, how have we treated you? How's your 1 year been? Let me keep reading. Glad to have found you. Thank you, OA83. I'm glad to have you here. I love the positive energy you always bring in here. D-Touch says July 2019. See, I got people in here from COVID era. Server says September 8th, 2022. Damn, Jack. Jennifer Young asks, on a recent live stream you mentioned where you like to get financial news from. Can you please repeat that info? No problem. Let's get into that. So for a quick second, I'll cover it. But the couple websites I like to use that are free. The first one is financialjuice.com. This is by far the greatest news source. You can, one, filter this. I filter the filter there, and I just do high and in medium importance news, so I don't really care about all the other junk. But this gives me all the main stuff. And right here is really the gist of why I like this website so much. Where it says economic indicators US, read here. You can also, under this, read important information short-term from today or this week. But click on read here. You can actually go straight to the individual days. And this is what I post in my Discord every morning. But it gives you not just what news is happening, but if you look at the what to expect, it gives you a breakdown of what the news is and what to expect from it. So financialjuice.com is the main one. For earnings reports, I actually don't like this website at all for literally 2/3 of the tabs, but the earnings tab is by far the greatest earnings website I've ever seen. So it's like weird how that works, but earnings, this is what I use for my earnings. I love it. You can just hover over it, be like, oh, look, wow, this is their expectations, their last year, their blah, blah, blah. You can just see all the numbers hovering over it. It's clean. It's easy to look at. The economic calendar is not so, I mean, the Earnings Whispers website's not so accurate. Now, this is a third website that I haven't been using as much, But I can't tell if they're catching on to what I'm doing, or maybe everybody this website's getting more popular. It has to be that, because if you actually check this more than 10 times over the 24-hour period, you actually lose access to looking at it for 24 hours. So maybe they're adding this because there's too many people checking it. But this is a tertiary website that I love to check for just quick updates. So briefing.com, I love to look at the stock market update page. You can see I'm not even logged in. But the first thing I look at is right here, the moving the market sector. So you guys should already kind of understand this when you're going through your sectors. You shouldn't even need to look at this. You should understand where the market is. But right here is what I love to look at, because that right there gives me a lot more individual information of what's actually happening. You know, some days I'm sitting here and I'm like, maybe I have a good gist of what's going on, but maybe there's something I'm not thinking about. And yeah, we did kind of talk about all three of these, but some days I don't have information on some of this stuff. Some days there's information sitting here I don't know or don't have or didn't otherwise look for. You know, so this is just a great tertiary website to look for quick updates. Sometimes in the morning too, you can't see it here because I scrolled down too far. There'll be an overnight news section, and it'll show you corporate news. So sometimes you can also catch in the morning, were there any upgrades, were there downgrades, did anybody change any statuses on any stocks they were on, you know, anything like that. But those are the three websites I like to use, but financialjuice.com was the main one I think you were asking for. I think I seen it posted me on Twitter, or someone called you out. Yeah, it was probably over a year. Yeah, it was probably someone calling me out, or me calling someone out. There's just too many bullshit traders on there, so I'm not on there too much because it just turns into arguments and delusional, childish conversation. It is Deus. Okay, so you're just really badass. Your name just is really cool looking. Deus, dude. What era are you from? He's from the Greek god era. December 22, but mostly lurking. LOL. Totally fine, T-Bone. You know I appreciate my lurkers in here. May 2021. Not that active because of my schedule. All good, Alquin. I think we both know that you're here forever. Got in from Chuck's recommendation, and Oscar brought in. I know, you really had like the coolest feed into my chat. So, big, long story short, Oscar's probably like the most loyal, most respectable, coolest person, just honestly like the coolest human I think I'll ever meet in existence was Oscar. He invited Chuck into chat. Oscar, by the way, guys, he got the highest ranking NCO in the military, which is very hard to do. As an NCO, that is very hard to do. But he got the highest ranking officer you can get as an NCO, as well as serving, I think it was like 20 plus years or 30 years in our military. So basically just telling you guys Oscar's a badass. But he started out in a server a long time ago with me, and we were just members in a group. And then we ditched that. We made Buther buys, and we just became really good friends from there. And he's the most badass trader I've ever met. I've never met someone so consistent, so disciplined. He used to be known as the Microsoft King, but he invited all kinds of cool people like that. Chuck was one of those people. Chuck's really cool. And then Chuck brought Alquin into here. Alquin's pretty cool. So we got a lot of really cool, mature individuals, and it's just cool how everybody keeps inviting their friends. That is a pretty cool way of getting into the chat, though, Alquin, because both of those guys have made huge impacts on me as well as the chat. Especially Oscar. Oscar's made one of the biggest impacts on me in my life. I was down in the trenches, man. And, yeah, Wolfgang, that's who it is, Oscar. Also known as Big O. But man, I was down in the ditches one day at work and just super depressed in life, and everything sucked. Like, I wanted to cry one day. And I remember I talked to Oscar, and he just like, I don't know, man. I don't even remember what he said, but everything he said like changed my view of right then and there. It was like, wait, why am I crying? Why am I so mad at myself? Like, nothing's done. Nothing's set stone. I'm not stuck here, you know? But Oscar's a real one. I love Oscar. 2 months from a year. I meant I ditched my last group to be here only, so I think you know the answer, LOL. Love you, Maddie. Check your DM? Yes, sir. There's always that one friend with Oscar. And then we had another Oscar, too. We actually had two impactful Oscars at one point. The other one's a real estate agent now, which I'm pretty sure he's on to way bigger things now. But, yeah, it was crazy, all the people we've had in here. Wow, that's cool. So D-Touch messaged me and he said, I have a YouTube premium membership I'd like to give away. The catch is, you have to have Discord Nitro. If you want that, he said if I wanted to give it away next Friday, I can. That's so cool. I need to go check my membership things, because Discord gives away stuff to everybody. I just never get anything cool. He said, I don't use it at all, only for football. It expires in April. Okay. Yeah, we can do that, D-Touch. So next Friday, we have an extra cherry on top. Not only are we gifting that one lifetime membership, but he's going to be gifting a 3-month YouTube membership to somebody. Wow, that's really cool of you, D-Touch. Thank you for that. No, we're not doing the wheel next Friday. I'm going to do the marbles game next Friday. We're going to do something way more fun. Chuck's launching some badass suspension products. Yeah, that is pretty badass. I'm not even surprised, honestly. That man's like an engineer in the head. It's weird. Like, he can think of literally everything that's, like, so intricate you and me would think it'd have to be run by a computer program or something. Chuck's one of those, like, really, really big brain people that you don't really call big brain. You just know that they are. Because, no, Chuck's very smart. I'm not even really surprised to hear that he's doing that. That's super badass. I'm happy for him. Wherever he is, I'm happy for Chuck. Regardless of him not being here or whatever. I'm happy for everybody who moves on. But, guys, I think I'm going to finally end the stream there. Thank you guys for taking part in my giveaway. Next Friday we should have a pretty fun one as well. I will be streaming tomorrow, so I'll be here. I'm not going to give up on a Friday. We do have a short week, so I'm going to try to see it all the way through. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And if you guys want, you can tune over into the Discord, and you can catch up with a lot of the other traders within my community. There's other channels if you have a membership. If you don't have a membership, you can still be here and type and talk to everybody. There's no need to think you have to have one. But I hope you guys enjoy the community. I hope you guys enjoy some of the updates, some of the friends you might make in here, all that good stuff. But I hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you enjoyed everything. And I'll see you guys later on. Thank you again. And yeah, have a great rest of your day.